Greetings. In this video, we will use Cora SEO software to determine which on-page tactics are successful for our competitors. So in this example, I've done the keyword search for SEO tips 2017. And from the summary tab, we get our degree of tuning recommendations. So it tells us we should tune these factors to at least these values. And it kind of gives you a way to estimate how much work it's going to be to properly tune for this search term. But we have some other tabs here. And so what I'd like to show you is the Overview tab. The Overview tab has our list of all of the search engine factors that we measure. And then we have the measurements. So here's the average factor measurements by page. So the average result on page 1 has this factor measurement. The average result on page 2 has that factor measurement. Then we have the factor measurements for each and every result in the top 100 results. So from those measurements, we can then calculate the correlation coefficients for each factor by each result overall, as well as having the correlation coefficients by page. So those correlation coefficients tell us how strongly the factor appeared to influence the rank position. And by doing this, we can find the factors that appear to matter the most for improving your rankings. Now, you'll see that the correlation coefficients are negative. Those basically mean that they're good factors. If you think about it, we're looking at rank position where less is better. You want to be number 1 on Google, not number 10. So as you approach number 1, that's a good thing. And the better a factor is, a normal factor, meaning the more of that factor you have, the better you rank. So those factor measurements go up, rank position goes down, the slope of the line is negative. So a negative correlation coefficient means it's a positive factor. It means the more of this factor you have, the better you will rank and the lower your rank position will be. So they're inversely related, and that's why negative correlation coefficient is a good thing with search engine factors. So now we can find out which factors appeared to matter the most, and we can see like +1s, word count. We can see number of matches and paragraph tags, number of matches and H1 tags. And so we can go through these factors and see all the things that appeared to matter the most. And we might see something like, the page has an open graph image. So open graph is about sharing the page and having it show up nicely in social posts. Like in Twitter posts or in Facebook posts, your open graph data shows a nice photo, gives a nice summary, etc. So we see that appears to matter as a ranking factor. And what we can do is we can go see what our competitors are doing with these factors to learn about their tactics. So we could go to our results tab. Our results tab shows us the domain names for each competitor, and we can see the rank position as well. So we could go see Search Engine Land is number 7. So let's go see what Search Engine Land is doing with their factors. So if we go look at, let's look at +1s first. We scroll over, we said they were number 7, so they're on page 1, and on page 1 there was an average factor measurement of 53 Google plus ones. If we go over to number 7, they have 143 plus ones. So they're beating the average. And we go to the value 7 for rank 7. If they were rank 23 in the results tab, we'd go to value 23. And that is how we can look up the factor measurements for our competitors and ourselves. And when we go and find, let's go look at another one. Let's look at the number of matches and heading tags. Okay, and we scroll over to number 7. So they had 5. Number 1 has 15 and they have 5. They don't have enough matches and heading tags. That's part of the problem. They won in plus ones, but they're losing in the number of matches and heading tags. And that's how we can go and see what tactics the competitors are doing that are working. That's the basis. And sometimes you have to go and visit the competitor's website. Like you might find that, their number of matches on page is 2,382 matches on a single page. Well, you have to go see how they do that without getting a keyword stuffing penalty. Maybe they have long form content, or maybe they have a comment section where people really talk about the topic, and so it's been upping the match count. Sometimes you have to go see, because if you just simply stuff your page with 2,000 keyword matches, you might get a penalty from Google, or even worse, you might scare off your customers. So if you see a weird measurement, well, go investigate. Don't just act on the basic information. Go see what they did, because maybe there's something clever there. Maybe there's more to it. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.